it's me, Vicki. Welcome back to yoga. Today I'm wearing a headband that says breathe. You may not be able to see it too clearly, but just a reminder for you to breathe. This is a Vinyasa class. It's an excellent class to do first thing in the morning or before dinner. So let's start in mountain pose, rooting our feet down to the ground, spreading our toes wide, elongating from our legs all the way up our thighs. Allow some room in the lower belly, lifting our ribs up and away from our hips, neutralizing our pelvis. Nice and tall, let's bring the shoulders up and back to relax them. One or two more times. Relax, 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 relax. And then just let the shoulders melt down and back. Palms of the hands to face forward. Back of the head long. Breathing. Let's draw that chin in just a little bit. Bringing the ears a little more in line with our shoulders. Good. 3 breaths. Relax, stay tall, stay strong. Beautiful. On your next inhale, float the arms up to the sky. Bringing them together at the top, exhale, hands to heart. Today, coming into the words of the first sutra. Now begins the practice of yoga. Practice and all is coming. On your next breath, drop the arms, inhale them up again. Take the left hand, grab the right wrist, turn the palm of that right hand up and melt over to the left. Sending breath from right hip to right shoulder. Back to center, let's switch the arms, grab the other wrist. Exhale, melt to the right. Opening up your ribs, the side of your body. Good. Inhale back to center, switch again, and exhale, melt to the side. Keeping that right foot nice and heavy. Inhale back to center, one more. Switch it out. Exhale. Beautiful. Back to center, hands back to the heart. Now begins the practice of yoga. Let's separate the feet now a little wider than hips distance apart, bending our knees. Shift the hips back, hands to thighs. Coming into a cat-cow flow to open the back. Inhale to cow, heart open. Exhale to cat, round the back, breathe. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale to cat. Let's do 3 more. Just noticing the movement of your spine here. Opening it up, bringing some breath there, some space there, right? One more time. We'll exhale to cat. Then taking the back to a neutral position, stay right here. Nice, strong lower body. Taking the left hand to the left hip for a twist. Rolling that shoulder back, lower body stays the same. Exhale down, inhale, right hand to the hip for twist. Exhale down. Opposite side, inhale. Exhale. On the right, inhale. Exhale, one more each side. Stay strong in the legs. Exhale. One more. And exhale, finding that cat back again. And simply bring yourself all the way up to standing. Inhale the arms up again. Exhale, hands to heart. Now begins the practice of yoga. Let's bring the feet together and we'll come to the front of our mat, to the short side of the mat. Coming into some half sun salutations here from our mountain pose. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway up, flat back. Exhale to forward fold. Soften the knees, reverse hinge the body. Inhale, little back bend at the top. Arms come around, back to the heart. Same thing again. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive to fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, let go and release. Inhale, rise, reverse hinge. Come all the way up, little back bend. Arms around, back to the heart center. Same thing again. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, release down. All the way up again. Inhale. Lift the heart. Arms around. Back to heart center. Good. Now just a half of one here. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, lift halfway up. And exhale. Come back down, hang heavy here for just a minute. Feel free to shake your head a little bit. See how you feel today. Let something just release from the brain, right? Maybe something that was there, talking, let it go. On your next inhale, let's take that left leg back to kneeling lunge, dropping the knee. Take your time with front knee over the ankle to raise the arms if you feel comfortable doing so. Breathing. Good. Exhale, hands frame the foot. Let's pick up the back knee, or you can leave it down, stepping back to plank pose or a knee down plank. Let's exhale to low plank, coming into cobra or up dog. Bringing that heart center through. Exhale to your first downward facing dog. And take some time to move a little bit here. Pedal the legs. Or just shift around. Maybe taking a little inventory of the body here. Seeing how it feels. From your feet to your hips and your hips to your hands. Good. Now from a still downward dog, let's inhale the left leg to three-legged dog. We'll bend the knee to a hip opener here to the side, keeping the weight shifted back. Back to three-legged dog. Let's bend that knee past the nose and bring it between the hands for kneeling lunge, dropping the right knee, lifting the arms up. Breathe. Exhale. Bring the hands to frame the foot. We'll pick up the back knee and float back to your forward fold at the front of the mat. Inhale and rise. Little back bend there. Arms come around. Back to heart center. Pause for 2 breaths. We'll move through that again, just a little bit faster this time. Dropping the arms, inhale up. Exhale, swan dive to fold. Lifting halfway to flat back. And exhale down, good. Let's step the right leg back to kneeling lunge. Take your time. Raise the arms if you wish. Lifting the heart. Exhale, hands frame the foot. Pick up the back knee or leave it down. Find your plank pose. Exhale to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. 2 more breaths. Good. This time we'll lift the right leg to three-legged. Let's bend the knee and fan open for a hip opener there. Good. Back to three-legged dog. We'll bring that foot between the hands, dropping that left knee down. Inhale. Arms Raise to the sky, heart lifted. Exhale, bring the hands down. We'll flow through one more vinyasa, picking up the back knee, stepping back to plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Now this time, any way you can, bring your left foot between your hands and find forward fold at the front of the mat. Inhale, rise, breathe, lift the heart. Arms around, back to heart center. 3 breaths. Let your breath settle as now begins the practice of yoga. Beautiful job. Let's move on to Sun Salutation B. As we drop the arms, inhale up. Exhale, swan dive to fold. Lift halfway up to flat back, and exhale back down to fold. Stepping the left leg back, warrior one. Inhale, breathe. Take a moment. Find your grounding, find your strength, find your breath. Exhale, hands from your foot. Stepping back to plank pose. Exhale to your low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Good. Any way that you can, let's step that right leg back to warrior one. Same thing. Now this time we're going to open that up to warrior two. See how you feel here. Let's reverse the warrior. Good. And then exhale, spin all the way back around, find your runner's lunge. Stepping back to plank pose. Exhale to low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths. Beautiful. This time, any way that you can, step your left foot forward, find warrior one, inhale. Find the strength, find the grounding, find your breath. Move that breath through the body. Exhale down, stepping back to plank pose. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Very nice. Long neck, long back. On your next breath, that left foot steps forward one more time. Warrior one, inhale. This time opening this to warrior two. Finding reverse warrior. Good, and then spin yourself all the way back around to that runner's lunge. And one more time back to your plank pose. Exhale to your low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. 2 breaths. Beautiful job. Any way you can, right foot steps between the hands. Forward fold is at the front of the mat. Very nice. Let's soften the knees, chair pose to end this little sequence here. Power the legs up, little back bend. Arms around, back to heart center. Let's take 4 breaths here. Noticing how the breath is just filling your body here. Breathing. Now as we move along with this sequence, we're going to have a little fun with it. So bear with me and enjoy. Let's drop the arms. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive to fold. Lift halfway to flat back. Exhale to fold. Step the left leg back, warrior one. Inhale. Good. Exhale, open to warrior two. Nice. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Now let's straighten this front leg to reverse triangle. Take your time with your left arm to spin yourself all the way around to the other side of your mat, warrior one. Nice big shift, right? Exhale, the hands frame the foot, stepping back to plank pose, vinyasa here at the back of your mat. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe, 2 breaths, very nice. Good, on your next breath, your left foot steps forward, warrior one. And we're going to bring this back around. Let's open to warrior two. Nice. Inhale, reverse warrior. Let's straighten that leg to reverse triangle. Good. Take that right arm around. Let it help you get into warrior one on the other side, facing the other direction. Exhale, hands frame the foot. Step back to plank pose. You can always skip this part. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. 2 breaths. Very nice. Let's take the right foot between the hands. Forward fold at the front of the mat. Soften the knees, chair pose to end the sequence. Inhale, rise, little back bend. Arms around, back to the heart. Joyful. Practice and all is coming. Well, let's add on again, shall we? Let's drop the arms, inhale up. Exhale, swan dive to fold. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale back down. Left foot steps back for warrior one. Take your time. We're adding on. Open to warrior two. Good. Let's inhale, reverse warrior. This time exhale to side or extended angle pose. Nice. Back to reverse warrior. Straightening that front leg out, reverse triangle. Let's bring that arm all the way around, circle to warrior one, to the back of your mat or the other side of your mat. Exhale, hands frame the foot. Plank pose as we start our vinyasa. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Rejuvenating, right? Let's step the left foot between the hands, warrior one once again. And we're opening right up into that warrior two. We've done this before. Reverse the warrior. Side or extended angle pose here. Back to reverse warrior. Good, let's straighten that leg to reverse triangle. Spin all the way back around. Warrior one to the front. Exhale, hands frame the foot. Stepping back to plank, or you can skip this part. Right? Low plank, upward dog, downward dog. Beautiful, 2 breaths. On your next inhale, step the right foot between the hands, forward fold at the front of the mat. Bend the knees, chair pose. Power the legs up, little back bend. Arms around, back to the heart. Good, 2 more breaths. We have 1 more round. And yes, I'm going to put a half moon balance in this one, so let's enjoy that, right? When you're ready, inhale up. Exhale, swan dive. Halfway lift. And exhale down. Step the left leg back, warrior one. Inhale. Open to warrior two. Good. Reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Or extended. Back to reverse warrior. Now option for a half moon balance. If you'd like to try, so you're going to have to bring those right fingers to the ground. One more breath. Floating back to reverse warrior. Beautiful. Let's straighten that front leg. Spiral all the way around. Warrior one to the other side of the mat. Exhale, hands frame the foot. Stepping back to plank pose. Exhale to low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. 2 breaths. Long back, long legs. On your next inhale, left foot steps forward, warrior one. Opening to your warrior two. Good. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side or extended angle. Back to reverse warrior. Optional half moon balance. Bringing that front arm to the ground. Floating, lifting that back leg up. Breathe. One more breath. Coming back to reverse warrior. Take your time. Straightening out that leg, reverse triangle. Let's bring it all the way back around. Warrior one, where we started. Exhale, hands frame the foot. For the last time, plank pose. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And we're going to pause here. Breathe. Just breathe, let it go. Maybe turning the head left and turning the head right. Move the legs around if you need to. So we're going to move into a little pigeon pose here. Getting some nice hip stretches in to our practice now. So on your next breath, let's lift the left leg to three-legged dog. Bend the knee, fan open to the side. Great. Nice. Back to three-legged dog. Let's bring that left knee to the right elbow and then over to the left elbow. Then to the right elbow. Back to the left elbow and then place that knee right at the left wrist. Elongate your right leg as long as you can. Let your left shin drop to the mat. Lift your heart up. Use fingertips or hands. Elongate your body from your right big toe all the way to your heart center. And then if you'd like to, as a little option here, you could bring your torso forward, stack one fist over another, and let your head rest. The neck relaxed. Breathing. Notice how your breath is now going to start to settle a little bit. Relax through the hips. It doesn't matter what your shape looks like. We're all in pigeon. There's no judgments here. This is our body today, practicing yoga. Just breathing. Two more breaths. Slowly bringing your head up away from the ground. Let's come back up to those fingertips. Now those that would like to, simply bend your right knee for just a little variation, a little cane pigeon there. And just draw that heel towards your buttock. Feel a little stretch through your quads there. Good, now let's lower that leg. We're going to go ahead and tuck the right toes back to three-legged dog. Lift that left leg all the way up. You can move it around a little bit if you wish. Stretch it, move it, breathe. And then lower it down when you're ready. Just go ahead and straighten out your downward dog a little bit if you need to. If you came back or forward on your mat a little more than needed, take your time. Let's try our pigeon on the opposite side. Inhale, right leg lifts. We'll bend the knee, fan open to the side for that hip opener. Good, then back to three-legged dog. Bend the knee over to the left elbow, and then to the right elbow, and then to the left elbow, and then to the right elbow. Let's drop that knee right at the right wrist. Extend the left leg back as far as you can. Fingertips on either side of the front leg. Let your heart lift. Allow a line of energy from your left big toe up to your heart. Notice how that feels. You can stay here, or you can bring your torso forward, maybe stacking one fist over the other fist, and just to let the head rest. So it's possible that you could extend the arms and put the head on the ground, but only if your chest can easily touch ground, if you're very, very, very low in this pose. So do be mindful of your body's availability. We always honor that. Different every day. Letting the breath settle. 2 more breaths in pigeon. Very nice. Let's lift the head up from the ground. Slowly bring yourself back onto your hands or fingertips. And those that want to try to bend the left knee, you can. Just working that heel towards your buttock for a moment. Notice the stretch there in your quads and also in your hip flexor. Very large hip muscle wraps around the front of the hip. Let's exhale. As you bring that leg down, tuck the toes, place the hands flat. 3-legged dog, right leg in the air, our last one. So move that leg around if you'd like to. Take your time. When you bring the leg down, just elongate this dog for 3 more breaths. So we're lifting the hips to the sky as if somebody's pulling them up. Yet at the same time, the heels are drawing down as if someone's pressing your heels down at the same time. Good, 1 more breath. Now as you exhale, bend the knees, find child's pose very gently, and you may want to come to a wide child's pose. Knees all the way out to the edges of the mat. Letting yourself melt down. Breathe. Be proud of the work that you did here. We practice and all is coming. Can we stay here for 3 more breaths? Let these 3 exhales let go of something you're holding on to today. One more. Good, so we will meet in a seat for some more stretches. You are welcome to get to a seat any way that you can. I'm going to turn and face you in my seat. Let's bring the legs out in front of us. So we'll keep the left leg long here, and we'll bend the right. So pulling that foot in as far as you can towards the body. Now, if you feel that you have enough room in your body, you can cross that right foot over past the left thigh there. Let's bring our left arm around that bent leg and keeping the lower body still. Just start to twist from your belly all the way around. So we're twisting up through the ribs towards that right shoulder. Let your right hand be on the ground behind your hip. Fingertips face away. Keeping the chin drawn in and the crown of the head high. Breathing. Breathing. These seated twists are so detoxifying. Very good for our bodies. Good for our digestion. Good for our elimination. Good for anything that bothers our bellies, right? Slowly bring yourself back. Now, this left leg, for those that can, bend it and bring the heel towards your right buttock. So sitting bones are going to stay down. We're making our way into cow face legs. Please just go as far as you can. If this top leg does not want to cooperate today with its availability, that's absolutely fine. It may take 5 years for it to, or 5 practices. We're working over time to line our knees up in front, but that may take a while. Let's inhale the arms up here and bring the hands to the heart. Again, just honoring our practice today and taking some time for us to sit in a somewhat comfortable yet somewhat uncomfortable place, right? And just noticing that. Those that would like a little bit more, let's take the peace fingers to the big toes. Inhale, lift yourself up, and exhale, bring your heart forward over your knees. Keeping the back long and just breathing. Again, just honoring where you are right now in your practice. Good, one more breath. Drawing the belly in, bringing the torso back. Now very carefully untangle yourself, right? And as you untangle, those legs come out long. You may even want to shake them a little bit or even use your fists to pound on your hips and thighs a little bit. Good. Let's keep now the right leg long, bend the left. Same thing, other side, right? So see how this feels. Can we sit tall here? Lift the heart. Option to cross the left over the right. We'll bring the right arm around. Snuggle that thigh really into the midline of your body as you start to twist from your belly, up through the ribs, up into the shoulders. Left hand outside the hip, as close as we can get that left hand. Crown of the head high. Feel the breath in your belly as it distributes itself throughout your diagonal body now in this twist. Body is very smart. The breath knows where to go. It knows what needs to be fueled right now. 2 more. Good, and exhale, bring yourself back. This right leg, if you can bend it, we'll bring it in, heel towards the left buttock. So with sitting bones down as much as possible, if you want that cow face shape, if that's gonna work on this side, that left leg, knee will line up with knee, both heels close to the hips or as far as you can. Please do not force. Sitting tall, let's inhale the arms up and exhale, hands to heart. Perhaps this time to bow the head, to honor what we do. We do our practice. This is what we do. This is what brings us joy. All is coming. Let's release the hands. Scoop up the big toes for those that would like to. Inhale, lift the heart up, and exhale, come forward with a long spine. Breathing. Again, without forcing. If this shape to you looks impossible, I promise you, anyone watching this video, I promise you, you will be in this shape within the next week, the next year, the next month, the next 10 years. Nothing is impossible. Draw the belly in, bring yourself up, good. Now we'll untangle everything here. We're going to bring the feet flat and the arms behind us here to practice a reverse tabletop. So in this pose, we need to press on the thumb side of the hand, thumb joint side of the hand, and the big toe side of the foot, right? So when you're ready, press on those points and see if you can lift your hips up. For some of you, if it works, you might be able to open the heart center up a little bit more there. Keep pressing strongly on the thumb joint side. Now, if you're okay, stay here. If you want to come down, you can. As an option for some of you to come to inclined plank by extending the legs long and re-lifting those hips up. 2 more breaths. On your next exhale, release the hips down. Very nice. We'll roll onto our backs. One leg straight, one bent. Bring yourself all the way down. Let's give ourselves a little hug. You might even want to lift the heart to the knees in thanks for our beautiful bodies, right? Our strong breath connection to our movement today. And our focused minds. Releasing the head back down. We will do our last pose before Shavasana, which is our happy baby shape. Wider legs. Peace fingers, scoop up the big toes again here. Elbows inside. The knees will allow a little more width there. So we're working here to open the back body a little more, the back of the hip girdle, back of the pelvis, the low back extensors, everything back there gets a stretch, gets a little more room. And notice that we might even rock side to side here, which is really very nice and comforting. Go rocking. Good. When you're ready to bring your rocking to stillness, as you start to bring the feet towards each other, can we shift the hands outside the feet and find a butterfly shape on our backs like this? So it's almost like a floating butterfly. This might be a little effort on the arms. Hands are holding the tops of the feet, maybe around the sides of the feet, wherever you can hold, to see if the soles of the feet will come together. If they do, then actively start to press your knees forward. Stay with it. Keep the shoulders down if humanly possible. And take 2 more breaths. Good. Now slowly release. Feet come down to the mat. Heels come long to the corners of the mat. Readjust your back so it feels comfortable. Let your arms come to your sides, palms down for grounding, or perhaps palms to face up to receive. Just breathe, relax. Today, please stay stay in this Shavasana for at least 4 minutes. Take as much time as you need. I'll bring my hands together to my heart to thank you for joining me today for yoga. Namaste to you.